Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent to go first. I've got quite a nice rack, no duplicates, balanced. Not seeing a 7, but there could be an 8 and there could be a 7 and 5 floaters to consider. So, do I have anything with the... Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't happen too often. Do I have anything with the L? Not seeing anything, but it does look a decent set of tiles. How about the A? No. What about the W? I've got the worm suffix. How about the N? Wow, that does look a useful tile to go with this rack. I've got the home prefix. I've got race, arch, monarch plus an E. Just not seeing anything. How about the Y? That looks the least likely to provide a bingo, and I'm not seeing one. Okay, well, it may be that I am overlooking something here, but I haven't seen it. So I can play Hom. For 24, Care is quite a good 4-letter set, and LO takes nothing in front, so this pretty much forces opponent to play in row J, which will be opening access to double word squares. Just pausing in case I do have a bingo, and it's the L and N which strike me as being the most likely. But nothing's coming to mind. I'm going with this. I have Caesura, which plays in row J. And do I have anything through the N? Well, again, nothing is coming to mind. This rack feels like it would go well with an N. It's vowel heavy. So, does Caesura play? And it does, because Allod is good. Do I have anything better? Well, I do. I think I have a double-double Erasius. For 90 points. And that is a pretty good pickup. Balanced, and I've drawn a blank. So I have overrun on my rack. Column 11 is the best lane because it's a double-double lane. So this rack plus an N. And I've got the un prefix and I've got the over prefix. Neither is prompting an N bingo. I'm fairly confident that I will be bingoing with this rack. Okay, and now that changes the equation. Opponent has taken out the double-double lane. Burns an S, only 27 points. So where are my bingo lanes? And I'm looking probably through the A as being the best lane, because if it plays through the A, I won't be providing any bingo floaters unless it starts 2 squares to the left. So I'm looking for a bingo which begins 1 square to the left or begins with the A. Nothing's come to mind, except it just has. I think I have maneuver. Not totally sure of the variant spellings on that. Let me just check that, because that might short circuit the search. Okay, I'm going to abandon that. I think it's 9 letters long. Yeah, so let me look for a bingo with an A in first or second place. Not seen anything yet. Vargueno, that works. For 70 points. And another pretty good pickup. Not too many floaters on the board. And I'm not sure there's a 7 here. These are 7 very bingo-y tiles, but a 7 hasn't jumped to mind. Well, it has, because I have Gauditor. Does Gauditor play? Wow, it actually does, underneath the A of P's. And that still plays. Quinn takes nothing in front. So I have Gauditor for 77. Pretty good. My bingo run, I think, ends. But this is a balanced rack, and I've got good scoring tiles in the B and the K. So do I have a play in row H ending CK and using the B? I do not. So how about column 15? Brokerage has been blocked. I have Grebo hanging on to the K. That will score pretty well. Do I have anything better? 15 minutes on my clock. Well, would broke be better? Probably a higher score. More bingo-y rack leave. 44 points. Can I do better than that? I don't think I'm going to get rid of the G as well. Only one G to come. And I think I do have to play in this column. Otherwise, pretty attractive for opponents. I'm going with this. Not bad. Again, a balanced rack with no duplicates. Through an O, I would have Travelogue. Not seeing anything through the S. Not seeing anything through the U. So I have Varek in row H for 33 points. That's a decent score. 3 O's to come. And no O's provided. Good score for opponent, and he's blocked Varek, so that was a bad move for me. I have Vulgate through the U. Vulgar would be better, because Vulgate places the E in column 15 above this double word square. So Vulgar for 28, and I think I will go with this. It doesn't provide very much, and I'm not seeing anything better. Quinn takes quite a few hooks after it, but I don't think this is the right move for me to play there, because I think I'm going to struggle to play off my V, and I quite like taking out this floater. So I lead by about 100. I have a scoring tile in the H. The rest of the rack is slightly vowel heavy. I'm not seeing any bingos through the S. Euthanize through A and S. Vulgar does take an S, still one S, one blank to come, but column 15, not a bingo lane. So maybe now is the time to play after Quinn. If opponent doesn't go there, well, he does. and doesn't provide anything. I'd like to get rid of the U. I'd like to get rid of the H for score. Can't see anything down from the A. What about playing parallel to Zatis to take out this S hook? S floater, rather. Not seeing anything there. Ya takes an R in front, still one R to come, and a blank. I could play Hugh in row M, which would interfere with the S floater. It would create a new bingo lane, but a row N bingo lane is okay, in the sense that if opponent goes there, I'll have first shot at triple word squares to mitigate the damage. Am I missing something better? So let me see what Hugh scores. A miserable 16 points. Rackley pretty good. In fact, a very good Rackley with the S floater, which I'm blocking. Can I do better? I could play REH. Yar takes an A and an N. I could play Hewer. That's interesting. I can play Hewer, and I'm really attracted by this Rackley and the S. It's pretty strong 5-letter set. Hewer's not a great score. What about playing... Well, I don't want to play Hugh above the end of Volga because that's setting up a very high-scoring 4-letter set, and my lead is only 60 points. I think because this Rackley is so good, I will play Hewer in this spot. So, did that work? I've got a feeling it hasn't. I think insetted is good, and that doesn't work. I have dinettes, so should that stay available, I do have a bingo, and it has worked. Hewer takes nothing in front. I'm not seeing anywhere else for dinette. Oh, wow. Equine is good. Wow. And that plays. Gosh, what an oversight. I could have played Hugh and Equine last move. Terrible blunder. And I'm massively rewarded for it. Look at this. 92 points. Brilliant. Bang. And my lead goes back up to 140 points. What an oversight, missing the E front hook for Equine. And look at that, my dinette's play was blocked by opponent's fid. So, quite a bit of rough and tumble in this game. Now, my rack for the first time this game is pretty atrocious. But there are only 11 tiles in the bag, and I have a good lead. Look at the vowels. Only 4 out of 18. And we're now down to 3. Paya takes nothing in front. I overlooked the P front hook. Wow, I'm still smarting after that, after missing Equine on the Hugh play. So, what can I do here? There are 6 tiles in the bag. They are bingo-y, but there are very few bingo lanes on this board. Pretty much a big overlap in column 2, or a play which makes SS. Well, not too many of those. So I don't need to block anything, I just need to concentrate on sorting my rack out and playing fewer than 6 tiles, which isn't going to be difficult. 9 minutes on my clock. I could play if, but that's retaining 5 vowels. So is there anywhere to score with just vowels? And can I play off a lot of vowels? And look at this, if I played Hugh at the top, then this triple letter square would have remained available for my F. Just wondering about fees. F-E-A-Z-E. Well, that's good. 23 points. Rackley pretty ropey, but only 1 I and 1 O to come, and a massive vowel drought. Is there any other way? 9 minutes on my clock. Is there any other way of scoring? That is such a bad Rackley. Surely I can do better than that. Just wondering if I have anything through the J. Don't think so. Planter is good. Nothing goes between T and U. Is there anywhere I can play just, say, I-O for a decent score? I could play Oi and Toy. Adio, not good. I could play AIS for 14 points. Plan T is good, and I've got an E. I think it's good. Okay, this feels pretty rubbish. I am taking out a bingo lane, but it's a pretty undangerous one. So I think I can do better. 7 minutes on my clock, 6 tiles in the bag. And I'd really like to play off I and O. So anything better than Oi. Just 9 points. That's terrible. I'm going back to fees. 423. I have coition, a wholly undeserved bingo should it become playable, having retained double I, double O. Remaining tiles super bingo-y. Erase just takes nothing after it. I'm just scouring the board in case there are some bingo lanes I haven't considered. I have a 150-point lead. Wow, I think I have isotonic to see the game out. For 149. Bang! That's what it's all about. Yes, indeedy. So, final score. 393 for my opponent, 628 for me, a winning margin of 235 points, so a huge win. Let's see what I missed. That is ridiculous. Retaining double I, double O, and tripling out. Absolutely insane. My poor opponent. But he'll be fine. So, it was my opponent to go first. And he played Lorne for 30. And this was my rack. Did I have a bingo? Yes, I did. Wow, I missed Chawman, and far worse, I missed Camhor, which is one of those great words which came in a couple of updates ago, and you really look forward to playing. And I've never played it, and this was my chance, and I missed it. So a couple of missed bingos there. Opponent's rack plays Oxid, and I have Horatius for 90 with Cesura also playable. Opponent's rack plays Peas, and now I have Vargueno for 70. Plenty of other bingos available. Opponent plays Quinn, and I have Gauditor for 77. Wow, some big scores available here, and opponent finds the best one. Zatti's for 68. I don't think I registered quite how many points that scored in the game. And I have Broke for 44. Burko scoring the same. Opponent plays Jivey. And I play Vulgar for 28. So I have a 100-point lead. Opponent plays Newt, and this was the moment when I could have played Hugh, or even better, Unf. I missed that hook and play Hewer. Wow, poor opponent, no vowels at all. So he plays Fid, and now I do spot the hook and play Dinette for 92. Opponent plays Plant. And this was the critical moment. I lead by 120, so it's not critical at all. I think the game is won. And I really did quite a bit here, and in the end went for the score, taking note of the vowel drought. So I was not expecting to be in trouble the next play, even though this Rackley was awful. I play Fees. Opponent plays Loiters. And now look at that. Isotonic for 149. What a heroic way to end the game and be rewarded for that equine miss. So, absolutely fantastic stuff. Very rare indeed to get over 600 points. Doesn't happen very often in this video series, certainly. So, a special moment when it does happen, and quite a crazy game generally. So I hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.